Hello, Austin Vince here reporting for Quinn Peaks Biker. So I'm at the Adventure Bike Rider Festival in Rugby Hall, and this is what I do for a living. Is I take people, that's not me, I took that picture. I take people on off-road holidays in northern Spain. So we've got a big tent here, a big tarp that we've made, and we've kind of turned it into almost like a museum of the pictures of all the trips of the things that we do. And then round here, make our way along. We have the Apprentice Vince set up. This is a massive treasure hunt. It's a huge off-road event that we do in the last week of May every year, and people who want to get into trail riding, and people who think using a map to explore Spain is exciting, they come and do this. So there's no GPS allowed at all.
So how can people get, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch with me is austinvince.com, which hopefully will be appearing across the bottom of the screen right now.
Oh yes, I'll make sure it pops in there. Alright, so how long have you been doing this for?
About 25 years. I first motorcycled around the world in 1995, and that's kind of like was a big thing for me. I made a film about that, and now
a very good film we had.
Oh yes.
Please check out his website.
And you can, it's streamable now.
Oh yes, on Amazon. I bought it. It's on my phone actually. Brilliant thing. So it's not just a few here that we've got. Like I said, there's a fair few other maps.
Yeah, they're all. There's loads of them. I've got 9 of them that I've created over Spain. Yeah. These aren't all 9 of them, but most of them are in the Pyrenees. Most of them are around here. But the Apprentice Vince is here. Okay. So if anybody wants to get into trail riding and they want to get some tuition and coaching and have a fantastic week, I'm the guy.
Is it for beginners or is it for people who advance? Do you have to have a certain bike?
It's for beginners, really. You've got to have a motorbike license.
Okay, but if
you're a street rider and you want to get into trail riding, that's what we do. And we also have the Mondo Skill Builder, which is a week. It's a week-long course where there's just 5 students, and an instructor, and he takes you from street rider to trail rider over 5 days, and we do that in September in Spain.
So with Austin, it's not just that you've got the holidays; it's actually you're looking at the whole skill set. You're building up all the skills.
Oh yeah,
you're getting it everyone A to Z. If someone's got, I think also you've got a new ride for bigger bikes.
Mega Mondo. Yeah. But there's just a general phenomenon where people need a bit of spice and adventure in their lives, and but they've often only got a week. So one of the ways you could do that is you could spend a week obviously on a road trip, driving around anywhere in Europe, let's say, if you're British. But if you spend that week off-road, it's just so much more exciting. It's as simple as that. It's like the difference between walking and dancing. Colour and black and white, something like that. Brilliant.
But thank you again, Austin. Thanks for letting us show. So you can go to Austin's website, check it out. He's got plenty there.
No problemo.
At the ABR, Austin announced an outstanding legacy project. But as is Austin, it's not going to be anything small. It's going to be mundo big. Well, this whole thing came about as Austin is a huge movie buff, especially spaghetti westerns. He's integrated his passions into his Spanish trail routes that he's so well known for. Movies like The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, For a Few Dollars More, A Fistful of Dollars, movies that were made by Italian filmmakers like Sergio Leone in Spain. He has been enthusiastic about finding the movie locations and learning more about them and seeing them in person. And he's actually been promoting locations like the famous Sad Hill Cemetery, which is from The Good and Bad, The Ugly. But I don't want to say too much. There is no one better than Austin to tell us about it in his own words and in his own special way. It's not named yet, but may I suggest the Mundo Spaghetti Western route? Enjoy.
I'm here to recruit you for a project that I'm creating called the Spaghetti Western Trail. And a few people in my coterie or in my community will know about this already. We started work on it really about a year ago. It's going to be, I think, 2 or 3 years before it's ready to kind of actually launch. But I need, like Ernst Stavro Blofeld or Telly Savalas on emergency service, I need some angels to help me go out there and gather information. And so in a minute I'm going to show you some films to get you all revved up about this. But the basic idea is that about 10 years ago, some nerds in Spain who were film nerds and spaghetti western fans who lived near a town called Santo Domingo de Silos, they knew that the graveyard scene at the end of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly had been filmed like a mile outside of town. I hope it's obvious that I think that as trail riders, your ability to suddenly find yourself in the actual place where these incredible westerns were made on dirt bikes with these incredible machines that are so happy to go up all these funny slopes and stuff like that, and you can ride them comfortably all day. Obviously I'm talking about the Honda CRF 300L, not anything made. I run one of my navigation events, one of my treasure hunt navigation events that I call the Apprentice Vince, the very interesting navigation challenge event. That's run in that area, and one of the checkpoints is, of course, the Sad Hill Cemetery. And I realized that what I really wanted to do was find a way of creating a trail that went from Sad Hill Cemetery to the set of El Paso that was designed by Carlos Simi for a few dollars more, and that's now called Mini Hollywood, and it's a tourist attraction out on the outskirts of Almeria in the south of Spain, where the deserts are. So I realized that what I wanted to do was create a route, an off-road route that you could trail ride from Sad Hill Cemetery to Mini Hollywood in the south. So I got all these maps. I unfolded them all on the ground in the school gymnasium where it didn't blow away, and I had this 1 in 50,000 map. It was about 25 meters long. This 1 in 50,000 sequence of maps. Mental health issues, not me, and I just got on my hands and knees, took my shoes off, got my hands and knees, and I studied them, trying to find the dirt track and trail route that was the best, crossing each map, and then trying to connect them together. I encoded this route into a GPS, and I got some friends together, and we went out and we met at Sad Hill, and we started the journey. And I wasn't ready, so of course I hadn't done this. I didn't know, I just done it all off the map. I wasn't ready for how unbelievably good it was. And it was, and for a man whose job is trail riding, I was shocked at how this was the best trail riding I'd ever done. And of course it had the thrill of us not knowing what was around each corner. Canyons, tunnels, abandoned railways, abandoned factories, just like so much cool stuff, endless. What seemed to be like endless dams that we were going past and around, billions of ruined farms, and there's so many trails in Spain that it was so easy, really, to create a route where you didn't have to do any tarmac. So then, encouraged by my wife, who said, we need to turn this into something, we started getting involved with Spanish tourism authorities and going to meetings and stuff like that, and try and get some traction to actually turn it into something, so it's not just a sad middle-aged man with a childhood obsession that he won't let go of, which sounds unhealthy, and maybe it is. But if you can turn it into a thing like the North Coast 500, which I can't imagine was about anyone's childhood obsession, but if you can turn it into a thing, then it's like, build it and they will come. So we started getting involved with Spanish tourism authorities, and here's the recruitment bit. I then went back after last October. We got on the route. We got halfway through in 5 days. We had 5 days. We got halfway through this route, and we'd ridden 400 trail miles. So I was like, well, you just think, well, this line can't be very good, Austin. But it was the best line I could get. So I started to realize, wait a minute, so this finished trail is going to be something like 700 miles long, and I'd say it was 99% dirt. So here's the, I need a glamorous assistant. I'm just trying to find the fattest, baldest person here. Right, here we go, here we go. Is that it? Other way up, other way around. That's it, here it comes. Right, you two tall guys, hold it up.
I'm doing meatloaf, it's my thing.
Shut up. Right, okay. Now, obviously the people who thought it was clever to sit at the back, you've got no idea what you're looking at here. That line there, you just make out the black line, that's the tarmac, first draft of the Spaghetti Western Trail. And then next to it is a green line, which is probably quite hard to see, and that's the dirt trail. I still haven't, last February I did some more reconnaissance tour down south, found what I think is the best trail I've ever ridden in my life, so now that's in it. The Tet goes across it at right angles at one point. Here's what I need from you. So, I need your help. I need people who want to go on holiday on a road trip in Spain, a road trip, forget the trail riding. I want people who want to go on a holiday in Spain on a road trip to give me their email address, and when you plan your road trip, I want you to go and ride some of this, okay? If you want, you can ride all of it. But it's I'd say the road ride is something like about 550 miles, that sort of thing. The straight line was the 350 miles. Okay, so it's about 550 mile road trip. As you can see, it stops in Almeria at the bottom corner of Spain. I need volunteers to ride it and then feed back to me afterwards all the good and bad things that they experienced. Now I know already it's beautiful, so you don't have to tell me that. But what I don't know is where the funny old school family-owned motorbike shop is. I don't know where the restaurant is that's only open on Tuesdays, but it's the best steak you've ever had. I don't know. I can obviously Google hotels on that line. I can easily do that, but I don't know what they're like. I want you to go on holiday on this alignment, and then come back. You don't have to come around to my place. You can if you want to, okay? But then feed back to me about what you found out, okay? And I'm going to divide it into bits, and I'll give you a bit that you can do. This work will be ongoing for years. So if you think 2 years from now, oh, I wonder if that guy Austin Vince wants more information about the Spaghetti Western Trail, the answer is yes. And of course it's always changing, it's live, it's going to be organic and vibrant. There's a website, it's one page, it's just a picture of Clint Eastwood. It says Spaghetti Western Trail. So don't start going on the website thinking, oh, this is a bit half finished. It's hardly begun. The process has hardly begun. But 10 years from now, and the idea, it's a vanity project. When I'm old and dead, or whichever comes first, I want this to exist. I want there to be little signs. We've got the logo. It's obviously a silhouette of Clint Eastwood on a horse. I want this to exist, and I want people to be riding it, and they say, oh yeah, that Austin Vince, he got this going. But now it's a thing. Because like Sand Hill Cemetery, for 50 years, that was just overgrown, and it was pasture. Now it's a thing. And I want to make a thing, and I want you to go out there, and of course, I want you to enjoy Spain in the way that I enjoy it. And if you're a trail rider, and when we get the GPX plot of the trail, it will be obviously free, open source. You can just get the GPS plot and do that. I want you to love trail riding, and I want you to get into trail riding. I want you to spread the word. I spent about 20 years doing presentations asking people to think about motorcycling around the world because it changed my life. And that didn't work. Nobody really did. So they'd come to and see a presentation by me about motorcycling around the world, and they said I might get a clap, but they might say that was interesting, thank you very much. But basically, I didn't really influence anyone. So now I've lowered the bar. Let's see if I can get you fuckers to go to Spain, all right? Instead of going around the world. Okay, John. To be beaten back by the mud and the weight of our overloaded, unprepared bikes. Finally, defeated by the terrain, we had to give up and put our bikes onto the Trans-Siberian Railway. This time,
The team was determined to complete the trip by land, so we put in hours of training under the tutelage of Welsh off-road guru All Mules.
Okay. Oh no, just my luck. A drunken Scotsman. Behave yourself or you'll be replaced. Now then. You'll fit in nicely. Incoherent racist required.
1, 2, 3.